Hi guys, and welcome back to GL Vape Reviews, and today I'm going to be taking a look at the Bot Shot range from Best Sig Liquid. It's going to be something a little bit different to what I've done before, so bear with me. But as you know, I've reviewed before the Easy Mix range by Best Sig Liquid, and that's how I normally order my liquids. Everything comes pre-mixed. The only thing you have to do with the Easy Mix range is to add your own nicotine. So I find it really easy. Once you've popped your nicotine in, give them a shake up, and then you can just put them away for the steep time that's recommended on the website. But with the Bot Shot range, there's something a wee bit different, and it's a really good way of getting yourself into doing kind of DIY mixing, or if you just want to do it in a more cost-effective way, like to get larger amounts of e-liquid, it works out a lot cheaper. So what we've done is I've had a little chat with the guys over at Best Sig Liquid, and they've kindly sent me these over for review, and also to do this little kind of video to show you guys how simple it is to actually put together these bot shots. There's a couple of things that you need to know and you need to get before you can actually do it, which is, first of all, you need to order these off their website. You need to get things like vegetable glycerin and propylene glycol. You also need to get nicotine, if that's what you have in your mixes. And then with the actual, when you order these at Best Sig Liquid, they send you over all the kind of little screw caps with the nozzles on them that you can use for decanting. A couple of little spare bottles here, I'll show you them. This is what you get with them. So you get a couple of little bottles here, the wee 10ml bottles with the caps on there that you can, once you've filled up, rather than carrying the big bottles around, you can decant them into that, so that's really good. Also, you get these little fill nozzles that kind of go on the top of the bottles. You just take these caps off, and we'll show you that towards the end of the video. And then different ones for different bottle sizes, etc. So you really do get everything that you need. You just need to pick up some PG and VG and your nicotine. If you already have that, then you're good to go. All you need to do is order these off the site. I also normally like to have a kind of selection of syringes as well. They do send over a couple of syringes to help you with your mixing, but I do recommend maybe picking up some larger syringes, like the 20ml syringe. I've got some 10ml syringes, 5ml and 2.5ml. So we've got those. I've also got a measuring jug. You don't need to have this, you can do it all with syringes. I just like doing this because it's less chance of making mess. And what I do is I'll just pre-mark on there for quickness how you're actually going to measure that out for your vegetable glycerin. That's what I use that for. I usually get a little tub of water for cleaning the syringes out, and then another couple of wee cups, just in case I want to decant, for example, the PG into one of those, so that I can then syringe it rather than having to try do it in the bottle. Depends how much you've got. These are full new bottles that I've got there. And then the other thing that's really important is when you're handling your nicotine, make sure you've got some rubber gloves as well. If that stuff gets in your hands, it can make you feel really ill, guys. So yeah. So that's really the information there. First of all, what we'll do is I'll talk to you about how you would order these first of all, and then how the labels are printed, because they're kind of key to the mixing part of things. And then we'll just get cracking with it, guys, and we'll get all three of these mixed up, and I'll show you how easy it actually is. So when you're on their website, you go into the Bot Shot range section, find the flavour that you're looking for. So the flavours that they've sent me is Aquarius, and that's a 500ml bottle. They've sent me Artemis, which is a 250ml bottle, and they've sent me Lemon Pie, which is a 100ml bottle. So you would find your designated flavour on the website, and then once you've got that, as with all the other liquids, you then select what ratio, so what mix of VG to PG that you like to vape at. So I like 70-30, that's what I would select on there. And then 3mg nicotine strength, that's what I vape, so again I would select that on there. If, for example, you are making up some tobaccos or menthols and you want it to be a higher nicotine strength, just pop it in there. They've got loads of different options, and that basically gives the guys over at Best Sig Liquid the information to then calculate this little label here. So on the bottle itself, it's going to give you step-by-step instructions of how much of each liquid you need to put in to create the liquid. And what I'll do is I'll put an example up there of the actual table that they've got to show you the directions, and then it kind of breaks it down for you. So for example, to make this 500ml bottle of Aquarius, what I'm needing here is vegetable glycerin at 329.2 mils, propylene glycol at 75.0 mils, and nicotine, if I'm using 72 milligram nicotine VG based, which I am, it says I need 20.8 mil, and that'll come out to 3 milligrams. And then underneath it actually is quite good as well, because it'll tell you if you're steeping fruit liquids. So I think Artemis, I think this is a fruit-based one. That would be for 2 weeks. That's the recommended steep time for that. Desserts are 4 weeks, and tobaccos are 2 weeks, and menthols are pretty much ready to go when you do it. So just check the details there, and it also has on there the date it was mixed and the use by date. So we've got all the information there. I think we should just stop talking and get cracking on with this, guys. So I'll try my best to talk you through what I'm doing as we do it. I'll pop some stuff on the floor just to give us some space. And I think what we'll do is we'll start off with mixing the vegetable glycerin in first. Alright, so what we'll do is I'll start off with this one. I've got it pre-marked on here. Take the vegetable glycerin, and all we need to do is find the relative mark for that, and then we'll pop this in here. So that's me at the mark there. So for this one, as I said on the bot shot itself, it was 329.2 mil. That's what I was looking for on that one. So what we'll do is we'll just open the bottle, and then there's a couple of different ways you can do it. I do have like a little funnel that you can use, but I think we're going to be able to just pour this in. I think we'll be alright with this. Alright, so that's us pretty much got it all in there. I'll just leave that for a second just so that it goes. And as you can see, guys, as that's still going in, they've got different viscosities. So what you'll find is the flavourings now went to the top, and the VG's the heaviest, so it goes to the bottom. It's not separating like that. Once we've done the full mix of it, then that's us. Once we've done the full mix of it, then we can shake it all up later. So I'm just going to put the cap on that one just now. We're going to go into this one, right? Okay. Right, so that's that one done. And then finally, what I'll do for this last one is just use one of the syringes. So just to show you how I do it that way. So this one is 65.8 mil. So I've got a 20 mil syringe here. Let me just pop the rest of these on the floor just now. And they're all sterilised, all that kind of stuff. So you want to make sure that you're using nice clean stuff. In between you can rinse them out, etc. And what I'll normally do is I'll just pour some liquid into the bottom of one of these containers, because I can pour it back into the bottle later. So that should do me. Pop that down here just now. And then, so if this has got to be 65.8 mils, what I'll do is I'll get 3 full 20 mil syringes, and then I'll get 5.8 or 6, just depending on what we get there, but we can do it that way. So just go in with the syringe, get it started first. So you need it quite slowly with the VG, because it's, as I said before, it's quite thick liquid. Takes a wee bit of time to actually go up into the syringe. Okay, so pop that in the top. There's the first one. This one again. Okay, so we've done 60 mil. So we now need to do 5.8, right? So there's some markings on there. I'm just going to go by this. Let's have a look. Okay, that's 5.8. And that's that done. So that's us now done let me just clean this off. That's us done all the VG for all 3 bottles. Now what we'll do is we'll add the PG. So that's that nice and clean again. Then we just pop the lid back on. Okay, so I'll put this down, I'll put that back in the bottle in a second. So now what we're going to do is we're going to use the PG, and we're going to go in first of all in the larger bottle. So for this one we need 75 mils, that's what it was on the thing. So 75 mils of PG for this one. So this is why I would normally use one of these, so that you're not mixing it in with the VG that you've just done, and you don't need to go and make go clean that out in between. You could do it if you're in child safety and Gary safety proof caps. So this is a lot thinner liquid, so just fill up the little cup. This will probably do us for all of them. Just be careful you don't knock them over, guys. It'll just make a mess, a sticky mess everywhere. Right, okay, so for this one, as we said, for vegetable glycerin, we've done propylene glycol, which is your PG 75. Right, so what we'll do is we'll take 3 syringes full, 320 mils. Just want to line that up. That's fine. So 1, 2, 3. So that's 60, and then another 15. That's what we're going to need for this, right? So it's got a 15 mark on here. That's why I quite like this syringe. You can do quite a lot with this particular one. And then 15. So all we're going to need to do to that one in a second is add in the nicotine. If you don't want to use nicotine, that's you pretty much done. You would just shake that up and ready to go. But let's get cracking with the rest of these so we've got them all done. Okay, so that's all of those in. We can pop them aside and just wash them out. And then the final thing we need to do, guys, is just to put in the actual nicotine itself, alright? So, as I said before, we're going to want to wear gloves when we're doing this. We don't want the nicotine to touch us when we're doing this. So, another thing as well, I mean, if you guys like full VG liquids, then you can do it that way. You just select that on the site. If you like higher PG, you can also do that. So let's have a wee look. So on the label for the big one, it's saying that we need 20 mils, 20.8 mils of nicotine to make it 3. So let me get another syringe. I think we'll use this other 10. Markings on it. So just again, you don't want to contaminate the other ones with this, so I would keep this one for your nicotine, but just be very, very careful with this. It doesn't go in your skin, etc. Keep it out of the way of children, keep it out of the way of the dogs, keep it out of the way of everybody. Just, you don't want to mess with this really, guys. So for this one we're doing 20.8 mils. Okay, so that's that one done, right? We'll give it a wee shake up in a minute, guys. I just want to get all the nicotine done while this is opened. And that's it, guys. That's how easy it is to do it. So all I've done since putting the nicotine in there, guys, is just give them a wee shake up, put everything away so it was all safe out the way for the kids and all that kind of stuff. Give them a shake up, and I've put on the little nozzles that was supplied by Best Sig Liquid so that I'm ready to drip when they're finished doing their steeping. You can take that off, give the bottles a wee squeeze just to get some air in the bottles. I don't tend to do a lot of that. I just like to mix them up, pop them away, usually in that cupboard there. That means it's away from everybody else, and then after 2 weeks I can give them a try. If it's a fruit, if it's a dessert, maybe a month. That's kind of roughly what I do. You can actually try them, and I would recommend you do it, because flavours for these types of things are obviously subjective, and after maybe a week of steeping, it might be the way you like it, so then start doing it then. Just try it maybe once a week until it gets to the strength and the flavour that you're happy with. But yeah guys, as I said, it's pretty simple. It really depends what you want to do and what you've got time for. I still really like the Easy Mix range, just for the fact that it is just the easiest version that they have. But for cost effectiveness, guys, this is fantastic. Check them out on their website, look at the prices, and again, a big thanks to Andy and Leslie over at Best Sig Liquid. Without them sending this stuff over, I wouldn't be able to do this video for you guys. What I will be doing is putting these up for review once they've had their steep. So as I said before, we've got the lemon pie, we've got Artemis, and we've got Aquarius. So we'll give those ones a review once they've had a little bit of time to steep, guys. So thanks again for watching the video, guys, and I shall catch you out in the next one.